there. How's everybody doing? Happy Tuesday. Thank you so much for tuning in to this installment, this Back to Viz Basics installment of my live stream series, Data to Dashboard. This, as I mentioned, this is going to be pretty fun. We've got Back to Viz Basics. We're playing with the size mark, and I think it's going to be really good. We're also playing with music data. So we're looking at Spotify data for Taylor Swift's complete discography. So that should be pretty fun as well. So let's don't waste any time. Let's jump right into it. So I actually did start working on this a little bit, and I am just doing a little bit of cleaning on the data set. I pivoted the so let's just look at it. So let's look at the data. So I've got the raw data that's out on data.world pulled in here, and you can see that there's a column name called attribute names. And you've got all these different attributes, and then you've got all these different attribute values, right? And so what I think I want to do is I want to unpivot that, right? So I want these to be separate columns because they are essentially measures. So I want to pivot those. So that's what we're going to do. That's what I'm doing over here is I've pivoted those. I've unpivoted those, I should say, so that every column in the attribute name, or every row in attribute name, is now its own separate column. And now what I'm doing, what I think I'd like to do is I would like to, because we know that her entire discography. So if you're not familiar, which is okay. If you're not familiar, so many years ago, 4 years ago, I'm not sure the exact time range or time date or whatever, she does not own her master recordings from her original studio releases. And there was a big hubbub about that, and essentially so his name, the gentleman by the name of Scooter Braun, he is the sole owner of Taylor Swift's master recordings of all of her original albums under the original record label that she released everything under. She tried to buy him out, and he refused to give it up. So she said, "Fine, that's whatever. You want to play this? You want to play hardball? That's fine. I'm going to go re-record everything and make basically essentially new master recordings, which artists do all the time. However, because of the nature of how everything was done, that's obviously why she's been so popular, is because she's been re-recording. She's been remaking master recordings of all of her original albums, re-releasing them with the original album name, and then in parentheses Taylor's version. So, and there's a lot of cool things that come with it, right? There's additional songs. She changes the words to some songs, different mixes of songs. She really gets to have ownership of that, which is pretty cool. So what I would like to do in my analysis that I'm going to build here in just a little bit is I want to see how different, based on these different attributes, one song is between Taylor's version and her original studio recording. So that's what we're doing right now. Now, what I've done is, so let me just finish this. So if it, Taylor's version, song type, no, this is song clean. This is title clean. Let's see, so I would expect for that to go away. So let's jump in here and to make sure that that actually happens. Let's actually copy this. So replace. So replace, there's the text string, which I'm doing from the field. And if you can find the text string Taylor's version, that's why I don't have an S. It does help if you spell it correctly. So we'll do that. Now we'll click save, and I should see some things kind of start to, yep. Excuse me. Let's edit this, and then let's do let's not edit, let's trim this. All right, so we make sure that we get rid of all spaces at the end. There we go. Okay, so now we just need to do, because there's, let's see, so we went from 329 songs to 265 songs. Let's see. Okay, so from the vault. That. So let's just do it again, right? So let's create a calculated field. Call it title clean again. And we'll do trim, replace. We'll do title clean. From the vault. There we go. So we can see here that there are two versions, right? There's two versions of this song. One is the original version. Well, let's see. So we've got, right. So we've got, that's not right. Let's see here. Original. So that came off of 1989. I think. Okay. Interesting. So she added, okay, yeah, so that makes sense. She added some songs. And then, yeah, okay. All right, that makes sense. So we have Taylor's version is deluxe, and then Taylor's version. Okay, so I need to go back here and So this album type is actually going to be Taylor's version deluxe. Okay. So she had midnights till dawn, till the dawn. Okay, so this is replace value or edit value. This is till the dawn edition. Okay, there we go. So now so now if we look at this, we'll see the deluxe version. So what I've done is I've just kind of grouped these by deluxe, original, and other, so that when we that's right, I'm here. And I can remove this field now. So all you had to do was stay. Right, so you can see we have 4 fields, right? We have 4 different rows for all you had to do was stay. We have the original, we have the deluxe, we have Taylor's version, and we have Taylor's version deluxe. And you can see that all these versions are different, right? You can see that for the most part the duration is the same, but you can see that all these things are different. So I think that could be pretty cool to kind of visualize and see what she changed, right? Because we know that she changed some things. So that'll be kind of interesting to see it at a kind of a high level. Okay, let's see. Do we need to do anything else with this? I don't think we do. That's really all I wanted to do, was make sure that we had. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and output this. We'll call it B2VB Taylor TS. Tableau prep repository data sources. Okay. Run that. There we go. Now we'll go into Tableau. I can close this data source and open the new. Connect to more. Okay, does there we go. Data sources. This one. Alright. Weird. Alright. So now let's go here. Alright. So let's do album. But we want album type. Or do we want it this way? No, we want it this way. Well, no, we want. All right, let me think here. Well, we want this, and we know we want measure names here, measure values here. There we go. So if we just look at, let's just look at this. For now, right? So here are all of the, and then what we'll do is we'll do track number, and then name. We'll do, but then we'll do album type. What's going on here? No. I've already done this, so I can get rid of this. How about, there we go. That's what I wanted. Okay, so we have that. Oh yeah, I don't need count of extract. Interesting. So this is 1989, and you can see we've got basically 2 rows for every, and then what we'll do is, if so it looks like 13 songs. There we go. So now we've got 2 versions of each song. And then maybe we'll do something like this. But then they're not additive measures. We want to compare the measures. And let's do, let's see, what are we gonna do here? So you can see here, like, I don't like that view. What am I trying to show here? Oh yeah. Format, pane, number, standard. There we go. Maybe 2 decimal places. There we go. Nope. Oh, 1 decimal place. All right, let's just leave it at that. 03, oh yeah, okay. Okay, so let's see. But now I don't need, so what if we do something like this? Okay, so that's track number. Well, get rid of, there we go. That's what I wanted. Get rid of this. Well, no, I still want the, yeah, we'll do, there we go. So the track number there, and then we'll do like a max name. Oh no, I already did this. I don't need that. I created a field for this. Title clean. There we go. Yes. Okay. Cool. All right. So, what are we going to do now? What if I do something like this? And what is that? 30,000. Oh, because milliseconds. Yes. So let's take that out because milliseconds throws everything off. Let's see, is everything pretty much the same? What's this? Popularity. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay, got it. I've got values that are between 0. That's what it is. I've got values that are between 0 and 1, so popularity and tempo. So let's take those out, and then is that pretty much, and then we'll do independent and include 0. So again, it is, so maybe what needs to happen is we just, if I do, there we go. Okay, now, in the grand scheme of things, what does this matter? Does it really matter? I don't necessarily think it does. I mean, so this is one of the things that we have to go through, right? Is we have to go through, does it make sense, right? Does it make sense for us to do this? Like, is the variation between, what is a significant variation? I guess that's the question, right? Like, between all 4 of these, like, you can see that there's, between, so for her song This Love, for acousticness, right, there's, less than 0.04 difference. Does that really make a difference? I'm not sure that it does. So let's look at, let's change this up. Let's change this up. And remember that we want to use the size mark. That's the whole back to Viz Basics, is using the size mark. I'm going to size everything by, so what if we do every single title by every single, and then we're going to break it up by album type, right? But we want album type to be this way, yeah. So that's kind of an interesting view. And then maybe let's do album. Yes. But we want, we want album to be on detail. But we want album to be up here. And then we want album, let's see. So this is, so I'm not, so let's just look at 1989. Oh no, album. I probably should have done an album clean to bring everything together. But that's okay. None. 1989. So all of the 1989s together. Okay. Yeah, so that's not really showing me much. That's okay. But what if we do like danceability? Is there a correlation between danceability and energy? Not really. What about energy and valence? So that's kind of interesting. But it's colored by album type. I think I would actually want it colored by, and then we'll put that on. Maybe we don't even need that. There we go. Name on detail. Or title clean. Oh, it's already on there. Okay. So yeah, clean. So there you go. So that's kind of interesting. So is there... And then we only need through 13, I recall. So there we go. So there's the studio, right? So you can see here. And then what if we do... There we go. Well, that's not really helpful because I want to use the I need to use the size mark, right? So that's interesting. Like we have, you can see that there are variations, right? Again, they are slight. They are not a lot. They're not large variations, but they are variations. Yeah, include 0. And include 0. And instead of this, we'll do percentile based on so the most popular, yeah, is it's like little colored soap bubbles. It's pretty cool. Okay. But then you can kind of change this out, right? Like, so you could do like instrumentalist. So there's and that's not even very big. So what about liveness? It's all gonna be, it should be pretty low, I would have to think, but all right, what else? Well, here's an easy way to do size. Let's do a Gantt. Let's do a bubble chart. So this is, let's do a Gantt kind of strip plot thing. So let's do by, so there's every, so that's our first one. Album type, colored by that. And let's do, yeah, let's go back here and let's create a album clean. I can't believe I didn't, I thought I did that. Anyway, I guess I didn't. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Because I did, yeah, that's right. I did it on the yeah, so I need to do it on this. I need to do this. So this will be album clean. And then it'll be basically just the same too as this. So let's go in here and let's copy that. And let's do on this. Let's create a calculated field. We'll call it album clean. Change this out for album. Move that all the way down. And then we'll do the same thing here. But, well, that's not true. Let's do, oh, not duplicate field. I want to duplicate the calculation. Can I do that yet? Can we do that? Copy, paste. Nice. Let's go in here and let's call it, but this will be What are we calling it? And one thing that I also see already, deluxe edition. So let's change all this to lower. No, that's not, we can't do that. Album clean. There we go. And then we'll just keep doing this until we don't have any. So let's do, now I see that like folklore is all lowercase. Oh, whoop. Copy, paste. And like I said, this is D, this is E. Oh, of course, not edition, it's version. Okay. And then we have it again, so let's paste it again. And then we have deluxe, but it's in square brackets. All right. Like this. So that'll bring that up. And let's see. I think from here we can just do, well, that's a live album. That's a live album. Reputation Stadium Tour Surprise Song Playlist. That's the album. Interesting. Okay. Like this, we can group together to just call it, because they're all part of Midnight's, right? This and this can be grouped together because they're just folk lore. Fearless. Red Reputation Stadium Tour Speak Now, Speak Tour Now. Okay. All right, so that gets it better. Let's rerun this. Yes, replace. Done. Refresh. There we go. And now let's color this. Or no, that's what I wanted. I wanted to put this here. And I want to sort this field by minimum release date. There we go. So you can see Taylor Swift has not done a Taylor's version of Taylor Swift. I'm going to hide this because it's not a, I don't know, like, what? I just want non-live studio albums. So we'll get rid of this. We'll get rid of this. So there you go. And then we'll do the data, and then we'll do the type. All right. We'll color that. Change this to a circle. Oh, interesting. So the deluxe version Okay, so deluxe. So if we just look at 1989, yeah, Taylor's version and Taylor version deluxe. Okay, but can we do, how about size on average popularity? And by range, well, from 0, there you go. And we'll make these bigger. Now, the thing is there's only 40 points of variance between those, so our size is not going to look all that. So let's cancel this, and then let's do a percentile of average, so that we have from 0 to 1, right? So so the relative, so it's kind of like we're indexing the popularity, the average popularity, right? So now we'll kind of bump this up a little bit so that we'll have, and then we just want, so if I take album type and I put it on rows, you can see that, like, album type other, album type. If they were released on the same day, I think I just want to have Taylor's version. Oh yeah, I just want to do the, so yeah, so again, let's filter this. And I just want to look at deluxe. I just want to look at original and Taylor's version. That's all I want to look at. There we go. So yeah, she's released 4. I thought she had done more than that, but I guess not. Well, yeah. Oh, right. So she's only doing Taylor's versions of those post. Yeah. So I think she's only got Reputation and her debut albums left. Like, those are the only 2 that she still needs to do Taylor's versions of. So let's get rid of everything over here. Let's get rid of these. Right? So now, if we do this, are they all? So let's clear the table calculation. So yeah, we still have, what about average energy? Well, no, that's not really. Okay, how about let's duplicate this. So this is the things that we go through, right? As data viz practitioners, right? We just try a bunch of things and see what sticks. So let's exclude this because again, we're only looking at the differences between. So let's do this. Let's get rid of this and let's do album and album type. And let's do automatic again. And let's do track number on row. This is kind of interesting. Let's change these to circles. And let's do... I still need to use the size mark, that's right. I was thinking about doing like a, because I don't want these songs, I just want to see. Let's do standard. Let's bring those down. And again, I was thinking about doing something like this. And I don't think I need album type on color. But here are the 4. Let's sort these. by minimum release date field. Okay, so they are. Okay, so Fearless, Speak Now, Red, 1989. Yeah, that makes sense. And then we'll do like, okay, this is kind of neat. So this is showing for like how tracks have changed. So let's do fit width. Well, I think it's all right. All right, so you can see, and now we'll just do like difference. Let's take this and put it on size, but I'll do difference. And actually what I'll do is the sign of the difference. There we go. Let's see, so this was there and that, so that got bigger. This got bigger, but that got smaller. Interesting. Let's do, but why did this get, I would imagine. Oh, that's paint across. Yeah, no, this doesn't make sense. So I want to do, I like where I'm going with this, but I don't understand like why this point is bigger than this point. I guess it doesn't. Let's see. Because I don't need this to be a sum anymore. It'll just be the regular. So let's put it on size. Let's do a difference. And then we'll just do the sign of the difference. And original to Taylor's version, yes, I like that sort order. And I guess I need to do a calculated field that says this will be like if size equals 2, then energy this is gonna work. Yeah. we do, I want to do index. Because what I want to do is I want to remove the values for anything less than 1, 2. Oh, so okay. So if we do this, so okay, yeah. So the side, so going across, it is always. Okay, so the size is always going to be 2. Okay, how about fixed on track number album type album clean greater than 1. Nope. Anyway, all right. Anyway, I know that there's probably a way for me to do that, but essentially what I wanted to do is just null these out, right? I don't want to see them. Fit height. Anyway, let's see. So when it comes to energy, and it doesn't make sense to look at all of these at the same time. So let's just hide those for now, right? So 4, and then we can just show this header. So on Fearless, and that makes it easier for us to do this. Right? So for Fearless, when it comes to the attribute of energy, Taylor's version had more energy than before. However, on track 2, which we can put clean title here, group those together, breathe, and just call it breathe. Edit the alias, breathe. There we go. So you can kind of see, you know, it got bigger, right? Like, which one's changed? She got more energetic. What about popularity? That might be an interesting one. Yeah. So then what we can do is we can also put this on color. No, I want it on dimension, discrete. But that's going to do the same thing. So that would have to be... edit and shelf. Can I do like a... It's probably not going to let me do that. There we go. There's back. I was trying to figure out a way if I could like is the, I guess it would have to be the window max, right? Because it's a table calculation, so there we go. There we go. So then we can hide this because we don't need this. Right? So then you can see like which one's increased in relatively how much, right? When it comes to energy, or so yeah, now we can put popularity here. There we go, and you can see which one's increased. So obviously you can see here Taylor's version on Spotify. Not so that's what we're doing. On Spotify, Taylor's version is more popular. Taylor's version of each song is more popular except for a few, right? Oh, no. I have to do, so then we have, so let's do a let's create a parameter for this. This will make things a lot easier here. We're going to have a list for, we'll do energy. Oop, oh, string. Change it to a string. Can I just add, it'd be really cool if we could make a list parameter in Tableau and we could add values from measure names. That'd be really cool. I would enjoy that feature. Okay, so string parameter, we'll do energy because that's what we started with. Popularity. Duration. Valence. Tempo. What else? That's good for now. We'll just do those. We'll just do those 5 for now, and then we'll kind of go from there. If we want to add more, we can. Okay. So now we need to bring the parameter into a calculation somehow. So let's create a calculated field. We'll call this selected attribute. I guess this is where the pivoted data source will be a lot better. That's okay. We're already halfway down. We're already down this road. So let's keep going. Okay. So case parameter 1 when actually here's a quick tip. So if you want to quickly just paste all of your values in here for your parameters, you're building out your case statement for your calculated field. If you right click on your parameter, go to describe, and you can copy this right here. These are the allowable values. Copy those right there. And then you can just put that down, right? So when energy, and you can see that Tableau's like, oh yeah, I got you. Popularity. Oh, I see. There we go. There we go. So then, here, you can do copy, put this in quotes, then paste, right? And then we can hold down the, I always forget which combination of buttons it is. Yeah, so Option or Alt and Shift, that allows you to do multi-line selection, and then you can't do anything other than that. It's all right. Like that, then and then we just do popularity, then duration, then valence. You may be thinking, what is valence? Like, what are all these different attributes? Valence is is a measure of positivity. So they go in and they listen to all these. I mean, it's all AI or not. It's all machine learning, not AI. It's machine learning. And okay, so now we want to take selected attribute here. We're going to drag this over here, and we'll call this change. But we'll go in here and we'll just replace that with our selected attribution. Click OK. And then change 3 is just going to be the window max of change. And we'll change this to pane. And we'll change this to pane. There we go. So now, if we show our parameter, nope. We have energy. Popularity. There we go. So you can see so this is interesting. Popularity. Taylor's version is always more popular across all songs, which is pretty interesting. But also kind of, we're not that. Yeah, we'll leave that there. Yep. Okay. There we go. Duration. Right? So these songs got smaller, right? Not by much, like milliseconds. That's what these are. These are in milliseconds. So we're talking 300 milliseconds shorter and 100 milliseconds. So maybe the color is that. The sign of that. So let's do change. Let's remove the sign. Okay. Challenge or calculation 3 will be the sign. So I don't know what that means. Selected attribute. Okay, so change. Selected attribution. Change by size. Going across the pane. And we'll edit this axis to be independent. Yep. Yep. Okay, and then change challenge, and then calculation 3 is the window max sign of change. So then we can do that, and again put it on pane across. There we go. And make this discrete. So there we go. Okay. So this is more what I was thinking, right? So, and we'll change the colors here in a bit, but you can see not much variation, right? But, you know, so we're talking. Oh yeah, now I actually see that. So this one got 395 seconds milliseconds shorter. This one got 86 milliseconds longer. So again, I don't know if duration necessarily matters, but this is interesting, right? So energy, like, holy cow, like that was a big jump, right? That's a big jump in that. So that's kind of interesting. I like that view. Let's see, popularity. Everything got more popular, right? Everything got more popular, but some things got more popular than others. So that's interesting. Duration, we've already been over that. Valence. So how positive is the song? So there's some change, right? Now again, how much again, this is all machine learning stuff, right? So we can't necessarily take a whole, like, we're talking, you know, tenths and hundredths of decimal place differences. So is it significant? Probably not. That's why we're kind of showing. Now, if I were to move this back to automatic, yeah, okay. Either way, what about tempo? Yeah, tempo didn't. Interesting. So you saw that tempo and energy, right? So that's kind of interesting, right? So breathe and White Horse on Fearless. Let's see, album type, show hidden data. Yeah. Oh, right. Because that's, yeah. Okay. So we'll get, we'll kind of go from there. So anyway, so you can see here, not a big change, right? Like 100 to 1.1, you know, so we're talking about a, 15, a 0.15 increase, a negative 0.2 decrease. But this is significant, right? I think that's pretty interesting. So this is Fearless. Let's duplicate this. Let's actually, now what we can do is we can go here and we can show hidden data, but let's just keep only, so let's filter that. There we go. And then here we'll show hidden data, but now we'll just do speak now. And then so this is speak now, duplicate, edit filter, what, of course, oh, red in 1989, is that what it was? Yeah, I think so, red. Oh yeah, okay. So I need to, so this is red, duplicate, and yeah, we'll clean this up a little bit here. And then this is 1989. There we go. Like, these songs should be the same, right? So we'll group those together, and we'll group these two together, and then we need to remove that. So let's bring these two together. There we go. from here down, we'll exclude. So there's that. Let's see, let's remove track number filter to make sure we've got all of the original songs and no more. And then we'll do the same thing here. Yep, and I already did that. Okay, good, so that already worked. There we go. So, I think that's, so anyway, you kind of see where I'm going with this. I'll clean this up. And then, so you can see here, like, not much change here, right? Energy. She even has a 0 here for Dear John, right? So that's an interesting one. So, anyway. Yep. Okay. Cool. So I'll just kind of keep working on this, but I think this is kind of what I like here. So then I think I want to be respectful of everyone's time and my own. But I think this is really interesting as opposed to, I think it's an interesting, here we got to get these. Like that. There we go. So then we can start to see, there's a paint across. There we go. Okay. So. Oh yeah. Original. That was interesting. I wonder why that changed. But whatever. Cool. Alright. So I think what we'll do now is start to clean this up a little bit. Format. We'll make the font of this make it big and bold. Make it big. There we go. Copy formatting. Paste. Let's hide all this stuff. Oop. Right. And what else? Oh, I need to clean up these. I knew you were trouble. There we go. Yep, this one too. Edit the alias. Last time. Everything has changed. None there. Cool. So yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense why these are so big, right? Like, oh, that's the other thing. Dang. We have a negative change in all these. You can't really show negative changes with size. but whatever. Okay. I think this is good, don't you? So let's do original versus Taylor's version. Fearless, Speak Now, Red, 1989. Oh yeah, we need to drop this a bit. Trying to make these all look the same. Probably should have just done one the right way and then gotten one of them perfect and then just duplicated, because then I would have been able to do that. But either way. Okay. So that's pretty cool. I like this. It shows you which ones did better than last time. For colors, let's see. Calculation 3. Can I do default property colors? Yes. Let's change this to discrete. And color. Oh, I can't do that anymore. Okay. That's all right. We'll do it here, and I think it will change. -1 was down. +1 was red. +1 was this teal color. And that changes everywhere. Do I have any zeros? I do. Yep. So let's go here. Let's edit these colors. Gray. Nice even gray color. There we go. I don't know. What do you think? You think this works? I think it works. I think it looks good. And then we'll just kind of, because this shows for each of these, for each song, it's showing you which attribute changed and the direction of the change, and the size is relative to how much it changed, right? So, like, that's a pretty big change, right? From 0 to this, that's some sort of change. But, the big ones are like these. Like, that's a huge change, right? So, anyway, I think that's pretty cool. I like it. So let's, what are we going to do here? Oh yeah, so we'll do Fearless, Speak Now, whoop, not that, 1989, Red, Speak Now, and I want to show this as floating. Get rid of all this. And then we can expand it here. You know what? We're gonna have to do fit width. Ugh. I don't like how these are lining up, but it makes sense. I mean, Let's just do standard on all these. No, it's got to be fit width. I don't like that. Fit width. And then for this, we'll bring it up. Well, this one needs to be in because it's the largest one. But it's almost like what I need to do is have it sized, you know, such that album clean, columns, track number on. And then we'll do, what did we say? 1989, red. Oh yeah, speak now, red, 1989, and fearless. Alright, fearless, speak now, red, yeah, so keep only. We're gonna do this all over again. Okay, but I think it'll be good. So we've got that. We've got that. Right, so I need to put track type or album type here. But I need to filter it to just original and Taylor's version. And then we'll do title clean group. Right, that makes sense. Because do selected attribute as a line, but then change on size, fit height, and that's where I want to like do that because that's gonna, I don't want to exclude those track titles. I want to just null them out. If album clean equals 1989 and track number is greater than 13, or yeah, greater than 13, then null. Else if album clean equals fearless and track number is greater than 13, then null. Else if album clean equals, there's got to be a better way to do this, but it's what I've got, so that's what we're doing. And track number 16, right? Yeah. Then no else if column clean equals speak now and track number equals greater than 14, then no else selected attribution end. Yeah, there we go. All right. And now I can get rid of everything below this. There we go. Okay, and then this is not table across, it's pane across. And again, I'm showing negative showing negative change from 0. Oh no, not that. And then we'll have calculation 3 on color. There we go. And we'll edit this axis, make it independent. Yeah, show the relative change. There we go. And then we will show the header. So, yeah, I think this is okay. I think this works, right? This is better than what we had before, and it kind of levels everything. So now you can kind of see, like, again, you can see, excuse me, you can see polarity, right? You can see if it's going up or down, and then you can see the relative size of the change, right? So the more steep the change, the larger the arrow. Cool. Yeah, I think this is good. What do we have here? So let's do this on tooltip and this on color. Oh no, that's what I just was. Whoa. Don't like that. Never mind. Sometimes you find something and you're like, I don't know about that, dude. Okay. So there you go. And then, again, we'll... Oh, don't like that. Get rid of that. There we go. All right. There we go. So, for each track, and then you can hover and you can see, welcome to New York, right? I had a total decrease in... Excuse me. Yeah. Everything is, Taylor's version is way more popular, which we knew. right? So this will be red, this will be gray, and this will be teal. Unknown function. I mean, it's literally it's okay. No. Okay. Okay, so duration doesn't make sense. So let's remove duration from our parameter. That's just too much. Yeah. Okay. I mean, a lot of these things, as you can see, they're only changing by 0.1, right? So the machine learning, there's some things happening in machine learning, but you can see that there are some pretty dramatic changes with some of these, right? So that's kind of interesting to call out. Yeah, that's not very insightful. There we go. We'll just do those three. So now on the dashboard we can get rid of all of these. And then we'll just flip to this guy. And we'll make it wide, less wide. Oh, yeah, there we go. Because I want to be able to see that. Okay. And let's give this some size. There we go. Format the headers. We'll make these 14. But not this guy. He goes back to... There. There we go. Format. Bold. Format. Not bold. There we go. And then we'll take this guy and we'll put him up here. There we go. Looks good to me. So there you go. We'll publish it. Put a title on it. Make it good to go. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned a few things. I hope that I hope it wasn't too boring. I hope it wasn't too boring for you. I hope you got a little bit of insight into my thought process as I develop things in Tableau. So, with that, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you tuning in. My name is Sean Miller, Hipster Viz Ninja. Like the sign says, we are all data people. Go forth and viz.